Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a no communication love reading for Sagittarius, focused on a connection where communication may currently be limited, paused, or unclear. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Sagittarius, please. All right, so we have the Six of Pentacles, your person's energy. Ooh, they're viewing you as the Two of Cups. And their future actions towards you, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And we have the Death card, Scorpio energy. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio or somebody with strong earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I feel like you have someone here that, this could be a friend or this could be someone you're dating. Someone who feels like you two really harmonize, you really complement each other beautifully. And I do think that they're seeing you as a soulmate and they do want to transform this connection, but they're not quite ready to take action just yet. And we'll see why that is. So the Six of Pentacles could be this is a friend or this is a coworker. This could be somebody you're casually dating. It could be somebody that also just wants to make it up to you if you've had an ending with this person. All right, but we see they're showing up as the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So there's something here that's stopping them. Some of my Sagittarius, this person might feel like they don't have enough to offer you, whether, they don't have enough time in their schedule, whether, they see you as very worldly or very cultured, and they have like less experience, or maybe they feel like financially they don't have enough to offer you. The Wheel of Fortune here represents the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, but also Sagittarius energy. And we see the Three of Cups, but this person definitely wants to see you again or wants to reunite. I feel like you make them very happy. I feel like this is somebody who probably lights up when they see you or when you walk in the room. I mean, they see you as this Two of Cups. This is like perfect harmony, soulmate energy. I mean, there's absolutely romantic feelings here, but it's deeper than that. All right, but they're viewing you as the Three of Swords. So they might be worried about third-party interference here, Sag. They might be worried that you're mourning something or you're experiencing some sort of personal loss. So they might not want to overwhelm you, giving you some emotional space and some time. Yeah, and the Hanged Man energy, Pisces energy. So you might be holding back and healing from something. And I think they're very well aware of that. This person sees you as somebody who's very spiritual, somebody who's, holding back, looking at all the details. You're very focused on yourself at this time. But again, they might be worried you're holding back due to a third party or some sort of trauma or some sort of loss. So I do think they're very intuitive, very emotionally intelligent, and so they're not quite ready to go all in with this King of Pentacles in reverse. They might keep things a little bit superficial, although I think naturally the relationship is deeper than that. We see the Justice card, Libran energy. So they're gonna, and Libran energy, when I say superficial, it doesn't mean like, oh, this person only cares about flash or things, or they're embedded heavily in the 3D matrix and they just want, nice cars and things like that. But it's more like this person is just going to be very even keeled, maybe even a little bit hard to read with this Justice card, around and friendly and nice, but you're probably not going to know necessarily how deep they're feeling. But they do want to bring this connection into balance, and the Two of Wands, and I think there's a lot of longing for you. So even if they're not quite ready to take action, know that this person absolutely wants you. I think they're really worried about timing, or they're really worried about having enough to offer you, but they spend a lot of time daydreaming and what it would be like to be with you. Or be reunited with you for some of you. Now the Star card, Aquarius energy, tells me that this person is, or this is your energy. So you might be in the process of healing from something, Sag. All right, so stay on that path, and the Star card indicates you are on the right path, whatever it is that you're doing. Some of my Sagittarius, this person is your wish fulfillment. Some of you also, you're completely okay with playing the long game here. All right, so let's see what else we need to know about this person. Okay, so we see action. So they do want to take action, and I always kind of get Chariot card vibes here with these two horses. Again, soulmate energy. It's like this person does really want to move things forward. They're getting spiritual guidance, advice, you know, working with prayer and meditation. And we see deceit energy. Now, I don't think this person is lying or deceitful. Okay, but what I do feel with deceit energy is that their feelings run much deeper than you realize. And again, I don't think they're going to come off as cold, but I do think they're probably going to come off as a bit measured, and maybe a little bit hard to read. And that's because they don't want to overwhelm you, or they want to make sure the timing is right. I'm not getting that it's anything insidious or, you know, like evil. And we see attachment. So this person is, you know, there may be something that they need to break free from. And again, it just might be an internal battle that they're having. All right, so let's try to get a little bit more information about them. What might be blocking this person, or what we need to know about them. You know, the Scorpio, the Death card also to me is a very secret admirer vibes type card. Yeah, we see too risky. So you feel like it's not worth the risk, but opening your heart is a risk worth taking. Okay, so yeah, they're worried about, you know, getting hurt for sure. Worried about overwhelming you. Worried about whether it's third party or whatever it might be. And because this person does struggle with these feelings of being unloved, you deserve someone who can support you emotionally and love you fully. Okay. Yeah, so this person is worried that maybe that they're unlovable, and that may be something that comes from, you know, deep into their own, you know, into their childhood or previous connections. All right, let's see what they want to say to you. What does this person want to say to you? All right, unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss, so they definitely feel there's more to the story. And I'm afraid of what other people will think. Now, if you work together or you're in the same friend group, maybe they're worried about, you know, messing that up, or they're worried about gossip, or they're worried about, you know, how things are going to look. Okay, they might be worried you've heard gossip. Maybe they've heard gossip about a third party around you. Okay, so they're definitely worried about that. And with that Libran energy, I mean, this is somebody who's concerned with optics, okay, how things look, how things land. Okay. What we're not seeing here, though, is repression. Someone does not express how they truly feel, and it's sitting really cozily next to that deceit card. So again, confirmation for me as a reader, Sag, that this person is repressing their feelings. Okay, and that's that deceptive energy. And we see parasitic symbiotic. One party benefits while the other is depleted. Energy, support, and empathy are not equal. Give and take needs to become balanced. Okay, so what I get from this card is I mean, maybe that is a possibility, or maybe that is true here in this connection. So something definitely to take a look at. But I also see, Sag, that this is this person's fear. Like, it's like they fear that they're not bringing enough to the table to either make you happy or to keep this connection. Okay, so it's like they're daydreaming, they're trying to stay balanced, but they're not quite investing just yet. All right, let's see what the quiet truth is here for my Sagittarius. All right, sorry, that was flipped over. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Sagittarius. All right, you can close this thought loop. So if this is something you've been kind of spinning out about, it's something you've been thinking a lot, Spirit's saying, you know what, you can close this thought loop. This person isn't ready to take action. It feels like they're deeply in love with you. It feels like they're holding space for this connection. They don't feel like this is over. Keep doing you, keep focusing on you. I think you're on the right path, okay? And you're safe to trust yourself here, Sag. You're safe to trust yourself and how you feel and the action you want or you don't want to take right now, okay? So let's see. Final messages, advice, and guidance for my Sagittarius, please. All right, strategy and planning. Your actions have taken you to a new phase in your spiritual evolution. Now is the time to plan and strategize for the highest possible outcome. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, and I feel like that's the Star card, you know? And we see at the bottom of the deck here, solitude. So spending time alone is often what we need to hear the whispers of our soul. Get to know all aspects of yourself so you can stand on your own in any situation, and know deeply here, Sag, that you certainly can trust yourself when it comes to not only this situation, but everything at this point in time. All right, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.